Welcome, history buffs and time travel enthusiasts. Ever wondered where to visit if your time machine breaks down and leaves you stranded in the past? Worry not. We've got you covered with a tour of the world's oldest cities, where new is a relative term and vintage takes on a whole new meaning. Imagine strolling through streets so old, even the cobblestones have stories to tell. These cities are the kind of places where you could bump into a 1,000-year-old building, and it would just grumble about kids these days. From the bustling bazaars of Jericho, where the price tags are probably in ancient scripts, to the mystic ruins of Byblos, the city, not the book. Get ready to explore the urban jungles that have seen it all. In these cities, antique isn't just a style, it's the only style. Forget about finding a Starbucks on every corner. Here you're more likely to find a temple or two that predate your entire country. So pack your bags and maybe a history encyclopedia, and let's dive into the past where every alleyway whispers 1,000 tales and every ruin has a PhD in history. Who needs a DeLorean when you've got this guide? Jericho, West Bank. Age: over 11,000 years. Jericho, known as the City of Palms, is one of the earliest continuous settlements in the world. Archaeological evidence suggests that the city has been inhabited since 9000 BCE. It's most famous for the Neolithic Tower of Jericho, one of the world's oldest known stone structures. The city has a significant biblical history, being mentioned in both the Old and New Testaments. Jericho's long history is marked by its strategic location, which made it a vital crossing point and trade center throughout different civilizations. Byblos, Lebanon. Age: about 7,000 years. Byblos, originally a small fishing village, evolved into an important port city for the export of papyrus, leading the Greeks to name it Byblos, which means book. It is also where the linear Phoenician alphabet, considered the precursor of modern alphabets, was developed. The city boasts extensive ruins, including a Crusader castle, ancient temples, and Egyptian-influenced tombs. Its long-standing trade relations with Egypt greatly influenced its architecture and culture. Aleppo, Syria. Age: approximately 6,000 years. Aleppo's strategic location at the crossroads of several trade routes from Asia, Europe, and Africa contributed to its rich and diverse history. The city is known for its large souks, markets, ancient citadel, and great mosque, which are part of its World Heritage Site. Over the centuries, Aleppo was a melting pot of cultures, including Hittites, Assyrians, Arabs, Mongols, Mamluks, and Ottomans. This mix is reflected in its diverse architectural styles and cultural heritage. Damascus, Syria. Age: roughly 11,000 years. Damascus, known as the City of Jasmine, has been a major cultural and economic hub throughout history. Its old city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, featuring landmarks like the Umayyad Mosque, one of the largest and oldest mosques in the world. Damascus was a crucial center during the Islamic Golden Age, contributing significantly to Arab culture and learning. The city's ancient architecture, narrow alleys, and the variety of historical periods it represents make it a fascinating site for historians and tourists alike. Athens, Greece. Age: about 7,000 years. As the heart of ancient Greece, Athens was a powerful city and a cradle of learning, home to philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Key landmarks include the Acropolis, a hilltop citadel topped with ancient buildings like the Parthenon, and the ancient Agora, which was the focal point of political, commercial, administrative, and social activity. Athens' historical importance in art, learning, and democracy has had a lasting influence on Western civilization. Varanasi, India. Age: over 3,000 years. Varanasi, situated on the banks of the river Ganges, is a major religious hub in India. It's considered a sacred city in Hinduism, Jainism, and Buddhism. The city is famous for its numerous ghats, steps leading to the banks of the river Ganges, where pilgrims perform ritual washings. The city's ancient streets are lined with temples, including the famous Kashi Vishwanath temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. Varanasi is also a center of silk weaving, producing some of India's finest silks. Luxor, Egypt. Age: about 4,000 years. Luxor, known as the world's greatest open-air museum, contains vast numbers of ancient Egyptian monuments. It was once the flourishing capital of ancient Egypt's New Kingdom. The Valley of the Kings, with its royal tombs, including that of Tutankhamun, and the monumental temple complexes of Karnak and Luxor, are among its most famous sites. The city's history and architecture reflect the opulence, power, and artistic achievements of ancient Egypt. Susa, Iran. Age: over 6,000 years. Susa was an important city in the Elamite, Persian, and Parthian empires. It's known for its unique architectural sites, including the Grand Palace complex built by Darius I, one of the Persian Empire's greatest rulers. Susa's historical significance is also tied to its appearance in ancient texts, including the Bible and the archives of